le fio lau fionga I le ao Samoa ma lau masiofo sui o le fono le sui tofia o te whātulou foi I le paia ma le mamalu o le tāwhatolu o le whainga malo o le malo tuto tasi o Samoa le fio lau fionga le tamaitai pā le mia le sui pā le mia le mamalu le kāpeneta o te whātulou foi lau fionga le fonga fitalai sui mamalu o sui o le fono o sui tofia whaitu la fono o Samoa ai a lau fionga le whamasino sili o le vasenga o whamasino ma le vaenga o le whamasinonga whapena fo si talitonua I sui mamalu o atunu o lo au mau te tonu o Samoa o atunu o lo whaipaanga masi o tātou atunu pele o Samoa ia o tamaitai mali o whanau o uo mai masani o suasulia o le toa ai se I tamwhai atu se manatu au ai le talitonua o sua sulia o le tina Faaiu po le atunu e ofo tai le matua moa I lana toloa toa tolu o na alo tau manawa ai o watu le se lau na whanau tausi sa whaatino ai I le alofa e le whaatua o ia e le ai fo I se manatu whaapito o suasulia o le susunga I alitas o le tamaita I Samoa fai mai o le pae ma le a vano nofo ai ma mele ngale nu vano nofo ai ma mele ngale nu I tutonu o si o mātou fioanga I tutonu o si o mātou fioanga o le au upenga sa whaatino ai le o le au upenga sa whaatino ai le litas o le alofa ai na awhi mai le whaalo alo ai mai si o le tausi le vātapuia I to tonu o le ainga o le nuu tonu o le ainga o le nuu ai mai se o le kālesia ai mai se o le kālesia o sua o le au o sua o le au na le atua o le kerisiano sa tautua I le atua malona finangalo e ala I le e whakasa o le katoliko o le mamona o le Assembly of God ia malana e kālesia o le 7-day Adventist e le I whaapito I se kālesia na whaatali lona tino maliu malona taunu mai e le e whakasa o le e kālesia mai ngā ngaifu na whapena leo na mori mai I le whangaenga sa whaatali lona tino maliu e le e kālesia o whaingoina o le maunga I tia papata tele na ua maunga o le tuspai le anganga leo sua o le whaamangaloina ma le tautua o le atamai mataleni whaapitoa ua whaingofia ai o na tali tonuina e whai masuru whainga. A wā le whaatinoina o ngā luenga whesoasoani I taimi o whaamai lata mai nei le COVID-19 mareiva. O mala whaanatura o mafuie o lolonga whaapea wha. O whesoasoani mo ainga e iai mana o ngā whaapitoa. Sa whaawala mai lana tautua I le adra. O lana tautua I paanga masi o tātou atunu. O sua, o le tautua. Faaiu upu o le atunu. E le tau whaafuluina, le maa o Sofia. E le tau whaala e ina foi, o tama tau sala. O le anganga lea, sa mo moli mai ai, o sua o le tautua. Sa vae ma lima i ai le ainga, i teimi o manu, whapea teimi o masei. Sa ngalo lona tūlanga, o le sa o le ainga, ai sa tūlai masavali. Se i sa ili, i le sami, sa ili le vao, ni manuia o le ainga, o le ekalesia, o le nuu ma le atunu. O sua o le whaiaonga. O le leo te tele ia o ngā luenga. E le i whaalango-lango i se manatu au tū po sana tō whawhetala. Aia, sa tai i lona olanga lue. O sua o le matai. O le tō wha sa ili i ai, se manuia o le nu, o le ekalesia, ai maise o le atunu. O le mau sa whawaina ai le nei talitonunga. Hawae e mamafa i ate ia, o le ala i le pule, o le tautua. Whai mai le upu o le atunu. O e tausi le ainga, e whai mō lātou le ainga. O e tautua i le nu, e whai mō lātou le nu. O le la mepa susulu to tonu o le mātou ainga. Na mau ai, ma tele fingota, ale nei ainga. Au e, wa mali liutoa, wa mauma wai au penga o le taua. Today we gather to celebrate the life of a remarkable woman, our mother, our paramount chief, le susunga le maupua na whanua, le susunga ia sua sulia Wallwork, po le susunga ia litasi, whom I will naturally refer to as my auntie, as a mother in every sense of the word. Sua embodied kindness, selflessness, and the true spirit of family. Her life journey was marked by navigated challenging circumstances with grace. In the face of adversity, Sua Sulia proved to be an unwavering pillar of strength, raising her 3 children with love and determination. Sua's legacy lives on through them, as each one has found success in their own right, a testament to her enduring motherly love and relentless influence. Sua Julia and Sayuli Wallwork has many more adopted children who are all so successful in life. Truly, another testament to their parental love and relentless influence. So reflecting on my mother's 76 years, it's impossible not to draw parallels with the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, who once said, and I quote, "A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell her how strong she is until you put her in hot water," end quote. Sua faced life trials with a fortitude that mirrored the bravery of many notable women throughout history. In the words of Maya Angelou, the famous poet and civil rights activist, she exemplified, and I quote, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." Of her life, she displayed remarkable courage, refusing to be defined by her struggles, but rather by her famous kindness and unfathomed love. In the comfort of the Bible, Proverbs 31 resonates strongly, describing a woman of notable character, demonstrating virtuous living. Sua embodied these virtues. Her kindness, strength, and dedication to her family, church, village, and country mirrored the timeless wisdom found in those biblical verses. Today, as we say our goodbyes, let us carry forward the lessons she imparted and the love she so generously shared. In the immortal words of Mother Teresa, and I quote, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier," end quote. Sua Julia Wallwork is a beacon in our family and our lives. May her memory continue to inspire us to spread love, just as she did throughout her life. Rest in peace, dear Mother. Rest in love, Alitasi. Rest in peace and love, Sua Julia Wallwork. You will be forever missed, but your legacy of love and courage will endure in our lives. Walawa kun mako fai pese lenga o mai se usul ka pese mul muri le fa ma vai sio ka kinga. Ya sawia Sua Donayan ai wo kula I fa pengei o oe o manuia ro langa I launga ruenga o fa fia ina lo tangata o na o au fa manuianga o malie lo fa alo o malie lo alofa manuia lo balaga Sua ala fatele lava mooi uapa petai alofa wali emama nie watina ina o mai na o
Suatu le sunga whaalolonga ainga sa suanga ngai folva moli whaftai tele man whamalo I le saunoanga matangofie I le so. Mom loved you very much. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful words today. Ai maise o vi inga sa Faaiu ina I le mulmau. O le taimi nei te wala atu il whaaloalo. Uncle I sunga pali I John sumai I olo wavanole nei o na tala mea whaasolo leo tātou pol kalama.
Mua lava o nau whatulou I le mamalu mawalunga le tātou a fia. Ai meise o mamalu mawalunga whalmalo I le sunga le mia ma le kapeneta. Masui es o le tātou a fia. Na tu o te le toi moni mau, wana whailo moni mau le po ma vai atu. E le suia foi la so manatu. O sa upu e toe whaile nei teimi. Mai le tūlanga na wa pēno whali el po ma vai. E ngai vai ngalai ti lava o te fio o iai. A wale tautua al tua fine. Nana o whaalongolongo mai pi walu tasi il tātou a fia. I le tua il mātou tina. Whaftai a sua tanelu lena whaaleo nei le mātou whaftai ma le tūlanga ngā ruenga le tua fine. A wau tūlai atu e whaali le fia o le mātou ainga I lana tautua I le maliatoa e sunga ya toa no wato fiel te nei e fai mataitai o vaenga o le ekaresia ai mesia le edra e o foi te tonu le misiona sa iai lava le popolenga ma le faitete. Asia, ona le sunga yatoa e tele na le tawhiofi. E tu langa o ia I lona talitonunga. Ma whamaoni o ia I ona tuten tofi ai. Le ai. Loni upo whape e whale tonu ono seisi lawai tu. A lona nau. Ia manuia ma le leile ngā luenga le tua. Sa soifua maola. Ia sua, ia toa. I o langa manu malo. I lana ngā luenga e meise. Le atinga ena. O le adro. Tele ngā luenga. Na whaia Julia. Mo le tūlanga leua iai le adro Samoa. Ma o te whaftai fo I lai taitai o le adro. Mo whai malanga mai. E tātou te ti ngā whatasi. Ono le sa tau ngā lurue. O nei o ta oto. Wa maliu o ia. E o fwela iau leo te tau talatu. Pino fwai atu le pō mawai. Ese mai le sosani mal tautua al sunga yatoa I le mato ainga mai le tele ai fua se leisi vaenga o le mato ainga ma ai se me wasalail tautua magalo o melo tu ai atuai I te ia waia se lape o le tofine I le tatou au fia ma le tatou ainga I tu umai lua o matou matua ai se meo whapea o na whale tonu whamagalo al matou whamoemoe pino whanganga le maumatus pa ia le pōma vai atu le salamo se lau tolu al whaupu mua e ma euma matango fie o uso e mau whatasi e isi whaliunga le fionga le ri whapea o ainga e mau whatasi le la veia o masuyo ainga lua o te whaleo ai se matou whaftai I whaururungo le malo Samoa. Whapea whaururungo le ekaresia. Ai whapea ia ekaresia uma. E whakasa me kisi ma isi. Sa whapea ona whamawhanwhana mai. I le nei teimi o le au poruri. A leo ia matou le taltununga. I le ngatai. O mele wo I aisua, sunga toa, o mue mal whatotua, wa lata teimi e toe fio mai e tātou o rifa o lo Jesu Kiriso, o na tātou whelo ai le fia I lona malo. Au te le ngofo e lalo, e a vātu whamalo mal whaftai, po ai e tangata wa laio namana ia e ba malu mawalunga malo a mata mai lo nou vaenga ese neu tato penei I nei tapo inga mulmuli mo le sa pele fingalo fa pem tato loto faftai mo mato tau sanga fa lo fa le tua Lulu malilinan fambianga I taitai al tato malo. Tato wainga. Wo main masani. Wo tato mafuta I le nei tula o le taiao. Faftai ma yamanuia le yaso. Soifo.
Moli whaftaitele sunga pali Uncle John, ia molo sao Sauniga asu o Julia ile nei tai au. Last night you'll recall about this time of the service, I was able to stand up and say, we're on the homeward stretch. We're not quite there, but what I can say is we're rounding the bend to the homeward stretch. Au sauni mai ia le suyo si mato ainga ile tutama sunga seuli Paul Wallwork. Manu ale sanga lala e no kati o le whaasitilanga taua whamanmole whaono lua tasi o le Grey Ford Ranger i o loo iai e se ainga loo fia tula iatu ia au manaomia ia le sifino lau sa whamanmole 46221 Grey Ford Ranger. Manu ale sanga lala o lo wavanoa whaaugo le nei a maea ia ono o valawina leo le alo sua Julia tau tasi achi soli ai ia mo lo pese po lo sao tau nei aso.
Welcome and alofa lava, especially our dignitaries and leaders, friends and relatives from on board. I'm going to deliver my short testimony in Samoa. There are just few cultural related aspects expressed about the life of Sua. Thank you very much for your coming and paying respect for late Sua. Once again, thank you. God bless. Ole mawalunga ole malu nei. Ole ta uisa o popo maupuo mauputoto. Fau ilunga fa fongati alilingo matu tisa ilona malu. Mātou manatu foiele o te toe tā pāpaina, tai loloto, o peau matamata loloa, pa ia ua āwhiwhio, matala ao nei, tātou patipatia, e whamanuianga le atua, le ngata ilona ainga, a e meise le mālo ma le atunu o Samoa, o e sao i ele sosoana. Lau sunga ile, tai o le Sauniga malo o wa, fionga le prestele o le kalesia asfitu, e me se fui le pa ia maawalunga i. Au fai ngā luenga o le, tala le lei, wala wina ai, so se e kalesia i fia o mwhaion fantasi mai, o le, pa ia whale malo le, fia mai le fionga le masiofu, wale, fionga le au mamalu le malo, fia foile, fionga le fono suito fia, male faletua, fionga le, mai tai pale mia, ia mese o ministar kabineta, a fia foile, fonga fetarai, ia male mamalu le, fono au fai tu la fono malo tu tasi o Samoa e mai se ai ona i tu fa tau ngai le fa masnonga ia o lewa a fio mai matala mai o au pa ia o Samoa tama mainga e so nga tu mua mapule tu au ma la taua ai ngai tai ma le va o fonti ia e mai se ai o ainga sunga ya so tātou fatas ole ele umisau mori mau aua o tu lai ele fesilingia le maftanga o ole sui ole aingo se yuli si le fiaua po o lima po o fa masina taluai taluona tu ole malo se yuli ia a o lea ua tu malosua e ei mafuanga o lea lofa ua ofo ftai o lea lofa ua tu mau ma fa maon maftanga le maftanga foi le sa fa pe foi ona fa tino sua ile aingo se yuli le mo moli te le ai le nga fa ftai e o fionga fa lo longa ma le ainga sa sua wa pa ia sua fa muina ma tua pepe ai mai se le malu yanga ngai fo le vao fa ftai foi le fionga ya ulum ta lautea le fionga ya pali mai se le ainga ma le nu fio fa fio li mal mapu sul ngata yala ya mai se le malu le foa ma tuanu foa ya ma salupon fa ftai mo le nei me alofa o sua na mafuta ma se yuli o le me alofa na o mai le manongi le nei ainga o lana ngā luenga e whai lona ainga te le lope sili le lana ngā luenga e whai ainga se yuli o te manatua e yasi mea tasie na o ina la fuafua le mātou ainga e whai a mātou fui mono i le tausanga te le o sua ma se yuli le no fo i Samoa te leo lesi paenga ia o lo au mawhaf te lata i fo i le o wave o na o ia o wave time o na o le ia ia sua ma se yuli mātou ia ua whaingata ia to ina ia se yuli wal leo to e sangatonu lona ia o sua sa mafia ngai whaiatu ia sua o le nofo la whai ma le ainga ia e matua whaingata ona manue rue mai le tō whai a sua ai sea o lai man natu i le ainga o se yuli natu i le ainga o se yuli e au nau whai le iai wau tango lui sua o le alo fina ngalo sua na o lo wainga te mana o e a ngai iai ia lau lua whana whawhia a ingo se yuri ia ona tali mai leo le sunga ia sua ia lafo mai lo whanonga ia se i o mātou whila a o le sua na sua e manu i ona ainga e lofa i ona nu e lofa fo i le atu nu ma e mo mia le tsosoa i le lava upu e whaamatala ai soi fuanga ma le alofa ma le whaamaoni o le tinale le ia na au mai fo i lo mātou wainga ia o whaatino ai lana ngā luenga ia o wale mau puponga me nei o ainga ia la mātou tala whaamangalo mai le ainga o se yuri manuia lau whai ngā malang soi fua
Sa mona tu e fai so moli mau. Ya wai se longona la afifi atu lo moli mau tono lo pese. tua oia Whaawhetai Titi whaita maua whaawhetai Taulanga o Vealofa Mawalunga loloto alofa eletua ia Faafetai amaleto ngalo tofa ama tofa ina to taulanga leo lofa. Mama Sua was truly a saint. She was the epitome of pure, genuine love. And she embodied one of our Savior's commandments to love your neighbor. Tofa Mama, we love you very much. Fafta.
Whaaftai tau tasi achi soli ai mo le vi ngā matangofia e maise o mon mauta aua i le so. O le taimi le nei, for those of you that attended last night and watched online, there were claims to fame around who was actually Ama's favourite. I actually want to invite her actual favourites up now, her beautiful grandchildren, whom Seiuli and Sua poured so much love, affection, grace, and stewardship into grandchildren o Ama, ia o la autou avanoa nei, o na so mai le malo Sua, ia o na toi lafa tu le tātou au whingaluenga, wha malo lava pale ai mai se tātou au fia.
Ia, o te whataalo whāture, pa ia mane malu o tato whaatase ni tai au. Ia, se tai au whanonoa lava. Ia ai se sira mai, o grandchildren o malava ia a suama se iuli. Ma o le a mato whai atu se mato moni mau. Moni mato tina peleina leo sua. Ia, pol mato ama. Ia ai whamaruru aku. O ngolo o whirungia tato mawhitanga ni aso. O le a whai atu se upuninga na whaperitania. It's not easy for us today. It's not easy to stand up here for a second time this year. But we're all going to try. We all have a lot of memories with Ama. Some that we're going to share with you today. The first is that Ama really loved to cook. She was a really great baker. She made so many desserts. Ama's way of showing her love was through feeding her family and her friends. That's why if you see in the photos, I was a fat child because Ama loved me so much. Yeah, Ama also really worried about all her children. So for example, me, if I'm out too late with friends, Ama will she'll make sure everyone suffers just because she's so worried. Even if one of us goes to the shop or is out past 8 o'clock, Ama will stay up all night waiting for us to open the gate for us. Because that was Ama. Ama was all about family. She always used to say that what her father passed down to her was keep the door open for everyone and you know, it's her legacy, but it's something that I've strayed from. I have to admit, you know, if I'm a ya ama o aulanga kama pikosiliang o whalongka, I was a difficult child. And you know, I've been angry, been hurt, and sometimes you hurt the people you love most because you're more comfortable with them. But Amma was always the one who brought us back in. She never gave up on her children. And I don't know what life is now without Amma. It's going to be very hard for us. But, you know, we pray that God will give us peace and the understanding of why He took her so soon after Papa. Before I pass it down to the next one, I just want to share a memory that I have of her. 2 weeks after Papa passed, Amma and I went to New Zealand to take her for a Faaiu. And one morning I saw her looking outside the window, singing a song, thinking of my Papa. I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, but I'll read out the lyrics of the chorus. It's, look for me, for I will be there too. I realize when you arrive, there will be so much to view. After you've been there 10,000 years, a million, maybe two, look for me, for I will be there too. Look for us, Amma. I want to be there with you too. Ia manuelo malanga Amma. Ia tatofilo ai lunga lang.
I'm very grateful to be able to speak today for my Amma's special day. I've been listening to all the beautiful testimonies of everyone's experience of Amma, and I've also heard many people say they were Amma's favorite or Amma's pele. There was a bit of a debate on that, but don't worry, at the beginning, I wasn't her favorite. My older sister being the first grandchild, she was very easy and a happy baby, so it made it very easy for Amma and Papa as first-time grandparents. 2 years later, I came along and, yeah, I stressed poor Amma and Papa out. But Amma handled it as she always handled her problems, with grace and elegance. Although I was difficult through those tough situations, I learned lessons from Amma, and looking back at those times now, I appreciate Amma even more because all that she did out of love. After my parents growing up, Amma and Papa were there for every moment of our lives, from school pickups and drop-offs to prize givings, tutorials, and even fights with my sisters. My Amma and Papa were always there, through the good and the bad, looking out for us always. Looking back at these memories, I was always very doting towards my Papa because he was the softer one out of the two. But Papa always knew that Amma was right no matter the situation. And I've come to find that that's true. Amma was the true matriarch of our family, running our family and instilling the values that me, my siblings, cousins, as well as our parents uphold to this day. She always emphasized how important family is and to keep family traditions alive for not only our generation, but for many other generations to come, such as Christmas traditions or just having everyone on the table for every meal. My favorite memory of Amma, like my older sister mentioned, is that whenever Helena would go out, Amma would pester me 10 to 20 minutes. There was one particular day she kept asking me, where's Helena? Helena hasn't responded. Where's Helena? Is she okay? I said, Amma, it's 8:30 p.m. I'm sure she's fine. She won't be back for a few. 2 hours later, I came out of my room and heard Amma moving around and found her all dressed up with her keys in her hand, ready to go drive around town to find where Helena is. At the time, I was so annoyed because I was tired, but it just truly shows that how much Amma cared for her family. Amma was a very loving mother and grandmother to not only our family, but many others. She opened her home and heart to several others constantly and never asked for anything in return. On my Papa's 80th birthday, all the grandkids took turns saying a little speech about how much we love and appreciate our Papa. My heart breaks because now we will never be able to do that for Amma. Amma, I'm sorry, I never told you just how much you mean to me. I hope you know how much your passing has affected not only me, but our whole family. You often worried on what you leave behind in the world, and the way your loss has affected several people shows the mark you've left behind that can never be erased.
Hello, my name is Paulo. I want to thank you all for being here today. I won't take up too much of your time, just wanted to say a few things. First of all, from listening to everyone's testimonies from yesterday and today, each other, and it was that kind of love that you see in movies or in poems, and I'm happy I got to see it. Some memories of Amma and Papa that I remember are pretty recent, but we would go to the mall in New Zealand to go do shopping. While Amma goes and does shopping, Papa would wait outside holding all the shopping bags, and when she would come out, he would ask, are we leaving now? And she'd be like, oh, just one more shop, dear. I believe it's true what they say. A man makes a home, a man makes a house, but a woman makes it a home. And that's what Amma did. Myself and all the grandkids had many fond memories at my Amma's house. She filled it with so much love and always made sure that every single one of us were fed and taken care of. She always had my back though, and protected me, especially from all my girl cousins and siblings, as you can see. But yeah, I'm going to miss hearing her voice every day, driving her around, getting snacks from her all the time. But most importantly, I'm gonna miss her unconditional love that she had, not just for me, but for everyone that she touched. And although it's hard that her and my grandfather have gone, we will, and you will never be forgotten. Manuela Malanga.
Hi, I'm the fourth grandchild of Amma and Papa. Forgive me if I fall short with my eulogy, but to sum up a person's life, let me just share a small part of it. I'm not sure if I got this from Amma or if all the Wallwork women were built to be hard-headed. But that certainly was the case with me from the ripe old age of 3 years old. And being stubborn and hard-headed and having a Samoan mother didn't mix very well, especially in my teen years. But I learned very early that I always had someone on my side. That my Amma was my protector, my advocate, my defender, and my attacker if need be. She would wipe away the tears, soothe my hurt heart, and she would always make sure that whatever I wanted, I would get. And I'm sure, as you can tell, we were all very spoiled by our grandma. Growing up, we lived in Vanuatu, and that meant that Amma was in a quick run up the stairs. And I remember when she did visit, it was like Christmas had come early. I was the happiest kid in the world when I had my grandma by my side. And I would dread the day that we went to the airport because that meant she was leaving. I would watch her walk away, wishing she could take me with her, and it took a lot of work and manpower to pull me away from that lady. Amma used to tell me she could still hear me crying well into the terminal. Now she's gone somewhere I can't follow for a long time, and I didn't have any sign that she was going to leave me so soon. And I miss her. I miss all the things that made Amma Amma, but I think I'm going to miss the little things about her a whole lot more. Amma, I'm going to miss driving you in the morning. We would always be late because you had to look immaculate. She always looked immaculate, every single day, and the smell of hairspray and Chanel No. 5 will always remind me of you. I'm going to miss playing sweepy with you, and the way you would win from the made-up point system you had going on. All cousins as a witness to this, and Papa as your accomplice. I'm going to miss calling you from Dunedin and hearing your worried voice whenever you ask me if I've locked my doors and closed my windows at 5 p.m. Your constant messages and calls and the I love yous I always got at the end of every single conversation we had. I'm going to miss Christmases at Amma and Papa's house, the Christmas decorations you put up too early and left out too late, that were too tinselly for my liking, but Mom and Dad, December 1st, were sticking up tinsel all around the house. I'm going to miss the jokes you used to share at the dinner table, gathered around with all the cousins, the quick comebacks you had, and the very unique names you gave all of us. Amma, you're such a force, so full of life, and you had so much to give to everyone you met. I'm still trying, but I know eventually my heart will find peace, knowing you've been united with Papa. But know that you too will take a piece of me forever with you. And I will forever be grateful for the privilege of being able to call myself a grandchild of Amma and Papa. Ya manuia lo malanga Amma. Thank you.
During her funeral. And it's something I never thought about, because Amma has such a strong, unbreakable spirit. I thought she could overcome everything, and I didn't know what to say. And even now, I don't think there are enough words to talk about, but I'm going to share some of my memories of Amma and my experience. But from listening to all the testimonies today, I can tell that Amma has a very large family, and that she was very loving and giving, and also loved and they taught me what soulmates are. They loved each other, and our home never lacked love because of them. And they also taught us a lot of values, which I will carry throughout my entire life. So, manuia.
Hi everyone, my name is Tia. I'm the middle grandchild. My dearest Amma has always been someone that you can count on. If Amma told you she was going to do something, trust me, she will get it done. She's someone that's always been there for not only me and my cousins and my family, but her love and care extended to everyone and anyone. If I can say one thing about Amma, it's that she taught me to put others first. She showed me how to give by introducing me to the Sisters of Mapui Whangalele. She even drove me on Saturdays to buy treats so that we could spend our evenings at Mapui Whangalele. She epitomized and showed me what a giving heart looked like. She was my role model, and she is our Amma. Manuela Malulonga Amma. Give Papa a big hug for me.
Growing up, I grew up in the same house as Amma in Samoa, and she was like a second mother to me. When my parents were busy working, Amma and Papa were there to take me to school, pick me up. They're always there. They sat with me every morning to have breakfast and dinner, and they always listened to me about how school was. At school, the only reason I got to where I was today was because of Amma and Papa. Amma helped me practice my speeches, which is why I'm able to talk the way I am, the way I can. My parents were very strict with me. They didn't let us watch TV during the week. They made sure we studied a lot. But Amma made sure I also had fun every night. She let me watch Filipino shows at night with her while I lomied her feet.
Yeah, she was definitely something. When I would come back home late at night, she would be waiting on the table by herself with the dinner. She would welcome me home when no one was there. I could go on and on about how much Amma was a constant factor in my life. But it was because she was so constant and normalized in my life that it had never occurred to me what life would be like without her until now. I realized that Amma and Papa were the foundation upon which I had built my life upon. They were always there for me, as well as all the other grandkids behind me. So this is a loss I think that our family can never move on from. But what we can do is pray that God helps us to cherish her memory forever and live life God willingly, because we can see how many people she has helped and affected today. So we allow malanga Amma, and thank you for the opportunity.
I would like to greet you all and say good morning or good afternoon, but that wouldn't be truthful, because today is not a good day, but today is a day full of heartache. My name is Servce Tina Wallwork Lamb, and I am number 8 in Seuli and Sua's grandchildren. Amma and Papa were my heart and soul in human form, my motivation in life, my role models, and my personal cheerleaders. I tell you now that I feel lost, truly lost without them. The night Amma died, I looked up at the sky and I asked how she could leave us so soon after Papa. The sky was crying, and it was the most somber shade of gray. And that's when I saw them, 2 birds flying together alone in the sky, and I knew it had to be God's will, for how could such a loving God keep apart 2 souls that were made for each other? The happiest memories of mine growing up are those at Amma and Papa's house. Since Amma's passing, I've been living back up at their house, chasing any remnants of our beloved grandparents. From sitting in Papa's rocking chair to sleeping in their bed, I mourn the warmth of their embrace. Amma was the epitome of a mother. She overflowed with love and care. She had bucketfuls of forgiveness and understanding. She was a mother to the masses, and it truly touches my heart to see the testimonies and the impact that she had on so many lives. Amma, may we strive to live the way you did, to care the way that you did, to love the way that you did. I will forever love you with my broken heart, and I will await the day our Lord and Savior will reunite us once again. But until that blessed morning, sleep well with Papa, our beloved Amma. I will look for you both in the sky for the rest of my life. Amuia le masina e alu matue sao. Thank you.
Talofalava. My name is Jerry Wallwork Tuala. I am the 9th grandchildren of Amma, and I don't have a formal speech prepared today, but I'd like to speak from my heart. Amma, there's so many things I haven't said to you, so many things I should have said to you, but I've never got the chance to. So I'll say them today. Amma, thank you. Thank you for waking up in the morning and making us breakfast. Thank you for driving us all the way to school, even though we'd yell in the car. Thank you for always being at our birthdays, always present. Thank you for always coming to every prize giving of us. Thank you for game night. Game night was my favorite memories with Amma. So one night I go there and we play Monopoly with everyone, and I'm winning. And I look at Amma, she has a frown on her face. She's angry at me. And she teams up with Auntie Elena and they start going off at me. Sully, why you put a hotel there? and every time she had to pay rent, she'd always be $50 short. But as soon as she won, man, she had the most beautiful smile on her face. No one could take that away. So, thank you, Amma. Even though my heart is full of sadness, I'm happy. Happy that our Queen of Samoa is reunited with her King in God's kingdom. So, I won't say goodbye. I'll say good night. Good night, Amma. And I hope to see you again. I love you, Amma. Faaiu.
Thank you to Amma's grandchildren for your beautiful memories. She does leave a gaping hole and I can see the heartbreak. But do stay the course. You are Amma's legacy. O le taimi le nei o te walau atu mal whaaloalo ia lo sua. Lau sunga le ali o ainga, ia meise o tu whawhine, su mai matala au mai o lau whanua whaauro le nei mo auto mulmau. Il nei tu la.
Whaftai lava taito. E mua lava ona o whatulo I le sunga taitai o Sauniga. Whapea le au whainga luenga pa ia le atua. Ai o le au whatalo whatu I le swafaman malo o tatou tapa au silitili ese o ilangi. Tatou te whaafo I lava le vi inga man whaftai lona alofa le tunua. Lea ua tatou au lia mai ai le nei tai au fōu. Ai ua Mātou tū la iatu ma le whaloa lava e tawai. E watu ia se moli mau pupu I mātou fo I mawhtanga ma le Servce Tina. O te tali tonu ua vela fo I whala ma o le ata mwhai atu lava e whapupu ia se moli mau. Atoa pepe ma whamuina. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests. Thank you so much for being here with us today as we celebrate the life of our mother. You have all heard many testimonies from last night and today, and I don't think we need to tell the life of our mother anymore, but we want to take this very short opportunity to give some snippets of what it was like growing up as the children of Seiuli and Sua. I apologize that we can't speak about one of them without the other, given that they have gone both within such a short time. Given the time, I'm going to focus my statements on talking about our mother's faith. Mom always told us that she had a very simple faith, but it was very deep faith, belief in this. What she believed in most, what she always said was her faith, is in God. And the verse that guided her life and everything that she did was that you should do unto others as you want them to do unto you. I believe our mother treated everyone like queens and kings. And the true testament of that is how we observed as her children, everyone around her, her church, her family, her village, her communities treated our mother like she was the queen. That is a reflection of how our mother lived her life throughout. And that is what she wanted to instill in us, her children, and her grandchildren. You probably listened to the testimonies from our children and probably think we never fed our children or drove them anywhere. We did try, but Amma was always the star and always the one that spoiled them the most. Amma's faith carried her through in everything that she did, every project that she worked on. She did it with absolute faith. Some of you may know that our mother didn't finish high school because she married the love of her life. She went up to Form 6 at St. Mary's College, and then she got married the year after that. But that didn't stop our mother from developing her intellect. She was the most intelligent and wisest person I have ever known. Despite not having any formal qualifications, she went on to do and achieve so much in her life. A lot of it is already well known, but I want to highlight one particular award that she won in 2016 that many may not know. At that time, our mother was working for ADRA, and she was invited to a symposium in Fiji. It was a symposium on climate change, where there were many other professors from other universities attending and presenting papers. So our mother wrote a paper to present at this symposium, and it was titled, Coupling Disaster and Financial Management to Reduce Vulnerability, Challenging the Traditional Samoan Mindset, and she talked about experiences from the community. That paper, after she presented it, won the best paper for that symposium. But our mother, as humble as she always was, just came home and just mentioned it in passing without any fanfare about it. But it's always, when I go back and look at records of what she had achieved in her life, and now what we're having to do as adults in our working careers, and I think, wow, it doesn't matter how much we study, we can never be as smart or as wise as this woman, because I believe she had tō whāmaililangi. She had such a deep understanding of what her role was in this life, in everything that she did. Still on the topic of how strong our mother's faith was, I want to mention her health. There are probably doctors in here who helped her many times. Our mother was diabetic, and she had many other health conditions. She saw many doctors throughout her life, and she was prescribed a lot of medications. She also suffered 5 strokes and a heart attack last year. She always survived all of those. She always made a full recovery, and she said that was because of her faith. She said if it's God's will, then she will rest. But until then, God is saying, continue working because there's stuff you haven't done. And that's what she did. She worked right up until the day she rested on the 24th of October, when the doctor said that she died of a heart attack. But we believe she died because her heart was broken on the 14th of March when our father passed away earlier this year. Just on a brief reference to our father, 7.5 months ago, I stood up here and talked about our mother's love, our father's love for our mother. It was an endless love. Now as difficult as it may be, I want to talk about our mother's love for our father. Not just for our father, but all his ainga and everything that our father did. She was the ultimate wife. She supported our father in everything that he did and was there for him from morning till night. As we were growing up, I always thought it was normal, but then I didn't do it myself. But my mom would wake up in the morning and lay out all my dad's clothes on the bed, ready for him to get ready to go to work, everything down to the hanky that he needs. That was the dutiful wife that Mum was. And it's not surprising that she has gone so soon after we have lost our dad. We watched them weather the storms, and yet when they talk, they only talk about many happy memories that they have made in their lives together. It's hard to keep it brief, but I'm going to have to stop because if I could talk about my mother for days. There's so much that she did, there's so much that she taught us, and you've heard that from our grandchildren today. Especially, she always taught us to open our homes to everybody. She invited everyone into her home. She cooked for everybody. And she told us right from a very young age that if you don't know how to cook, how are you going to look after your families and your communities? That was very important to her. So now somebody's going to have to learn how to cook the turkey at Christmas. But it's very hard to live without our mother. I want to end this brief statement with a verse from the Bible that I know epitomizes our mother and her love for our father. This is in Proverbs 31, verse 10 to 12. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil the days of her life, all the days of her life. That was our mother. Mom, I will miss your phone calls every morning, and I look forward to that glorious morning. Emanuela Malanga, Mom. I will now hand over to Faaiu for her very short statement.
Atlo atu pa ia man malu la fia ai mesele sunga taita e Sauniga first time molelea vanoa if our wow twice and molimau Tina. And because my sister spoke so long, I will keep it really short. I just want to refer to one story that goes to show how our mother mothered us. After our mother passed, we went through her phone and we discovered that she saved my number under Hannah the Hard Case. If Mom called me once a day, there was something wrong with her. Her standard was 3 to 4 calls a day. If I happened to go out at night, that was an extra 3 calls. And the first call would be fact-finding. She wanted to know who I was going with and where I was going. The second call would come after 10 p.m. And she'd say, Hana siau kama lavalonga sau fale. The final call always comes after midnight and had a very different tone. And she'd say, Hana, pei o se fingele ko lima no fanga. Saulor fale ngau kakaleanga feo I kaimingi. And that was our mom. That pretty much summed her up. She couldn't sleep, so she knew her children were home. My mom was like a lighthouse. Her light would guide you home. You never had to look for her. She was anywhere and everywhere. And the way she mothered showed us that sometimes you don't have to look for the lighthouse. The lighthouse comes looking for you. Yeah, Mom? Rest well with Dad. We miss you both. Manuela Manolonga.
Ya lau sunga le kai Sauniga ya me se foi lau ava I le ava kele male minga kawaia na va kule pai maulunga ka kofia ya pai fale e kalesia pai fale malo ya me se foi malu fale atunu na tula le o se fam talanga ya le mai on pai pai o fanua tatu taiao na tu fo o vela fala ai ole a vatulua le ngana sa moma Britania sa o mulimau pupu lava ole a sa falolongo mai tau. The question was asked, who is our mother's belly? And let me say, the grandchildren, all the grandchildren were our parents' belly. Like our children have spoken, our parents had more say in their lives than we did. So Their grandmother, our mother, was always there for them, as she was always there for us, and as she was always there for our father. It's barely been months since I stood up here, also we all stood up here, talking in a testimony for our father. Now, we are now having to find that we are also saying something about our mother. It has been a very difficult time for all our family. And I must say that our mother was a person that could relate to anybody, to any generation, from a 2-year-old to someone on the street. I have an example. We're driving on the street. We stop at one of the shops, and all the kids come running. All the kids that are selling on the street come running and calling my mom's name, Sua, 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 Sua. You know, and it was a normal practice everywhere we go. So she was a beacon of light that she welcomed everybody, as has been testified today. She could make anybody feel welcome. And as also has been mentioned, she kept saying, keep the door open. That was her motto in life. Her family was always number one. Her religion was always number one in her family. And she has proven that. I've got so many brothers and sisters here today because of Mom's. She brought everyone into our family and she welcomed everyone. So, in closing, you know, I'd like to say that Mother, and probably the one that's been the hardest to her too over the years, has given her a lot of heartache. So all I could say now is, Mom, I'm not sure if we meet again in heaven, but I'm not sure I'll make it there. But I hope that you find Dad, and one day we may be together again. Faaiu.
Mole atu Faaiu tele tu au pepe sua mafamuina mo mo mau matango fiele so taimi nei val awatu tatu ainga o le avano Faaiu mo le pese tu inati ya su June ia molan saunoanga pupu on fianga ila itato mo tatu pese. Come forward for the family song, please.
Ole pesele nei o February 2010 o Sauniga le Scriptural o se iuli masua la ua sa Faaiu le graveyard shift ile taimila le graveyard level 4 le mga osua e fai se pese whapitoa mo le Scriptural o upula nei e nga ma edit e lua po o fai ma edit ia ma toi tu o tuai ma toi sewai ma le fati ia o lea la e lea ia ma se me sili atu lo le pese lea mo sua a wā e whetau i ato toa ia sua Julia Wallwork. Eddie, taito? Turn it off. Here, come here, come here. Come.
Faitawino la fiong pai ale tua. Filfilia tu si Roma mtau pue valu. Faitawino fai pue torsu mal valu mal torsu mal iba. Tu si l'apostolo Paulo. Kal si Roma mtau pue valu. Faitawino lon fai pue torsu mal valu. Mal torsu mal iba fa penei. Awao mautinoa. Ele mafai ele oti po leola. Po angelu. Po ali, po e malos, po mea I nei ona po mea atali, po le mawalunga, po le loloto, po se tasi mea na te whaia. E le mawhaia ia mea, ona whaatea se ina I tātou, mai le alofa o le tua, o loo ia ke riso, Iesu lo tātou ali. For I am convinced that neither death, nor life, neither angels, nor demons, neither presence, nor the future, nor any power, neither height or depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God. Faitawina tu so falinga lam tau pue sumal fa male fai pue sumal tolu falinga sumal fa. Faitawina fai pue sumal tolu fa pene amuia watch o ile ali e a mata I nei ona po o le alava ua fetalai mai ai le nganga ina ua la tau malolo ia la tau ngaluenga tinga o la tau ngaluenga foi e muli mai ia te la tau pamnia mai le tu e le faitawina o la na kulita ia ono swafo Yesu amen.
Fatalo fatu le tatou awhia ua au whangapoto I le toi Sauniga I le tau nei. Fatalo fatu I teitai o le malo, teitai wha le atunu, ainga na lua I tu tele mai tu taulangi, ia mai se le kālesia le tua. E amata ia se whasoa I upo e whapenei o le sunga ia sua jule Wallwork. O se tangata sa walawina ma filfilia e le tua. I le awala le tua, I le teimia le tua, I le finangalo le tua. Tausanga luafe mo le valu ua ngase ia le teitai o le whatonu lea o mtanga aluenga o tina mtumaitai ma le mtanga aluenga al whanau o le kalisia sfitu o le toe fiumai I lana ngā aluenga I sa mo nei mtoke lau sa tau sa ili se tas ona filfilia ai lea e taitai o le kalesia le sunga sua Julia Wallwork o le masani le kalesia sa iai e filfilia lava taitai a le o se faltua o le Faaiu o se whaiaonga po se tasi foi o longa lue lava i lo fisa ulo le kalesia o Julia o se tasi lea pe lua iei tangata o tangata e kalesia sa filfilia tangata e leo iai tono le li o lau whinga luenga ai o tangata o loa vea o tangata o le kalesia temi lava foi le tasi ina ua tupu le tsunami nei il tatou tunu le lua afe maliva sa tau sa ili ia se tasi e fesoasoani i taitai o le galuega o le adra sa iai le taimi lenā mai sa filifili ai e le kalesia ia le suga ia sua Julia Wallwork tausaga e lua afe sefulutasi sa faapopo le galuega a sua Julia le avea o ia e fai ma faatonu o le adra Samoa o le matagaluega a le adra o le au fesoasoani lea o le kalesia mo i latou e manaumia le fesoasoani adra is the arm of the church to help and assist the most vulnerable people in any parts of the world. Man mafuanga lena lea wautou tangtanga i mai ai le so. Leanga i mai o sui o ADRA te tas. ADRA SPD, South Pacific Division. ADRA TPU, Trans-Pacific Union. ADRA Fiji. ADRA New Zealand. ADRA Australia. E iai fo isi ofisa o le ADRA. E iai le ADRA Ukraine. O lo whaia le ngā ruenga mo le taua o lo tawina le teimi le nei i le vau Rusia mo Ukraine. E iai le ADRA Israel o lo whaia le ngā ruenga i le taua o lo tawina nei le vau Israelu ma Hamas ma Hezbollah. E iai le ADRA International mai o le ngā ruenga le nā le kalesia e sosoani ai mo i lātou e manaumia le sosoani teimi o pōpuanga. O le sunga ia sua Julia Wallwork e moni sa iai i lātou sa teita ia ngā luenga le ADRA ai sa i lalo lava o le whamalu o le fisaulo o le kalesia mai na o le teita i lava sa iai pe te iana o le tausanga e luafe sutasi luafe sfulua ina ua walawina le sunga ia sua Julia a matamata i lava si ofisa lai titi na o le totolu i lātou Whaftai ia fuatino a wai masi tō whine ia paula na mata ia la tō ofisa e tō silfia o tō la fia ina ua malolo su ai le lua hafe lua tolu wa sili atu ma le tō se fulu lau whinga luenga le ADRA wa iai i le whalapot botonga le ADRA o te whaftai iai ia tua o Pepe Cherry Wallwork whapea ia sua Helena ma tua whine ia whaumuina hana a wā o le vaenga lea o le autusi proposal ia sua sa iai matalo noa ma sua whai mai so walu fo ia o mai au teine ia so soani mai a ta ule i le tau whaupuina o ni tarusanga e whai mai e tele paanga al ADRA South Sosoani mai MFED New Zealand MFED Australia Habitat for Humanity New Zealand le o tau maua le whainga o le mōri mau i le so o le EU o le malo Siamani o le malo Kanata o le malo o le United States o le malo Amerika o whainga paanga ia le sa whaia ai maise se o tātou malo sa mo nei. E le ngata o le whinga malo taluai sa tula I mai le foi o le tunu. Ai whapena foi le whainga malo I le teimi nei. Mai o le mātou te talo, ia whaawau pēa lau tō lango I le ngā ruenga le edra, o lo a vea ai le edra, e whai malima fsoswani, e fsoswani atua ia te la tō. O lo iai tūlanga o mnau mia fsoswani. Teimi o le COVID, o le edra sa whangaina fō mai, ma tēne tausi mai. I so se whale mai I upolu nei, sa ave iai la lato fsoswani, tu watu iai lo lato lima. Mai o le sunga sua. O ia lea o le mātou sa o tamai tai mai sunema o tō maua le tala e whātatau I le fine sunema o lo ta ua le tuse o lua le tupu. O lo iei le tala o lo whamtalei nai mai tawina lava ele tamai tai sunema le nei ia le alu atu so o le auauna le atua o le seia whai atua I lea o le tamai tai sunema le nei I lona ali ta whaia ia se afe afe ta whaia se tu iei se lau tu iei ma se nofoa tu iei ma se la mepa a whaia afe mai le tangata o le atua ona malolo le ina mai o sua le na o le tangata sa au mai le fautuanga I vaenga e manu iai I le ngā ruenga a le atua sua Julia o le mātou api kaila lea sa iai e te maua I le whaamtalanga al tusi o muamua Samuelu mtau pelusu malima sa te ena ina e nā palu ia le whanonga o tā vita ina ia maua ni mea ai o whanga ai ia lana au tau ona I loa I lea pikaila ua ia whatalise ona whangutu ia asini masol whanua ma momoli mea ai ona o lona manatu ia saunga le mu lona ainga mai whapena ia le ngā ruenga sua Julia sa whaia mo le kālesia sa matua iai le tu sa afsili mo lana tō whamale moi sa afsilingia mo lana fautuanga mo lana tua lalo ina ia afsoswani le ngā ruenga le kālesia lausunga tō pet o le sa ulima tau iai ina ua mai al whatuatuanga le kālesia I lo maainga I le tausanga e lua afe lua sifulu taita ia le kālesia I Samoa o le ofisa le nei tele ina tali malo mai o lo Servce Tina sa tele no ua apa ia I mea whai o le kālesia iei te mi e whafosei mai iei ni malo lo ofisa si il telefoni ma vili ia sua whabebesi lo mtua nata iau o whai atu lo mtua whai mai ele adral ta penanga lea ma maisau tau selente whai atu lo ofisa le sta penanga pe tuangia sua pe awai mai sua e momoli mai lava ta penanga u whaia alo mo whanau tau silfia ana mātou le whaamalo ina whaamalosi lo Servce Tina e le fia malolo. O le whaamtalanga Servce Tina an whai mai a tau. Whai whiau o te oti lava le ngā ruenga le nei le adra. Te oti lava. O te talitonu le mau le tusi o Mateio. Ia ngalue pea. Ia whapenao na whaali mai le matai. O lo whapenao na whai. Lo ternoa lea ia sua ma whape atu ia te ia. Tina, wa ngase se iuli. O mana o mia o e te mafuta maltoina. Awa ana le ngase se iuli. E o mai al te mili nei o ngalue lava sua. I le ngā ruenga le adro. Mele o te whapea tuai, tu o pepe, sua ma whamuina, a inga o sua I tu tele me tu taurangi, a inga o sua ma inga o seiuli, pol whaftai, al whailo tusi le tau nei, ma tau te mumoli tele atu le whaftai. Whaftai mo le whataunanga ofo, whaftai mo le tautua ma lau aunanga, whaftai mo le afsisina, ma le ngalue le whalongolongo ti ngā, al tau tina sa whaia a mo le kalisia. Nei wholwholanga nei e tu inatu mo utou o na mai a leo lau whasoa o le tau nei. Tusi o paisi senga meo le la. Tusi nei Ioane su whawhau pe sumar valu. O te whaitawina ai a mau nei a watu ai a wholwholanga nei mo utou. O te le tua utou e matu oti, o te sau ia te utou. Alo mwhanau, whanau, mwhanau, whanau. O lea ua malolo utou matua. O le no fua wale no foia. O le awanoa wale whatumuina. Ia whatumu e le tua. Ia whai le atua mo tau tama, ia whai le atua mo tau tina. This promise is a very important promise for you children and grandchildren and families. John 14 and verse 18, I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you. Jesus said, I will not leave you nor depart from you. I will come to you. Mai manino folfolanga lea le tua mo tou I le aso le nei. Folfolanga no lua, mai le tuso mo mo petero lima non feu pe fitu. Ia tu ina atu ia te ia mea uma tou te pole ai. A waro manatu mai o ia ia te tou. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. O te loa, o tau whanonoa, o te loa, wahawhia o tau le tuaret, o tau misia, ia o tau tina, ai ua whamanatu mai e le whiunga le tua, ia tau natu ia te ia mea uma tau te pule ai, a wā e leo whangareina o tau le tua. O lo lo toi le tua le menei, o lo o iai o ia le menei, o lo o malanga whatasi o ia mautou, nā te utufia o tau mata, mai nā te fsoswani I lo tau whanonoanga. Wholwholanga nung tolu nei mautou, whanau malo o sua I le tau nei, Roma e valu o lon whaupalusu male ono, e whapea foile ngangon soswani mai lo tātou vai vai. A wā tātou te leiloa le mea tātou te ole atuai ma le tusa. Ai peitai e whautua o ia moi tātou I le oi e le mwhai on tataleina. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weaknesses. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through our wordless groans. Ioanes fuluono fau pe tolu o lesi lea folfolanga mo tau. Wau whai atu nei mea ia tau tau. I nei o tau maua le manuia ia tau. E maua foi o tau le puapua ngai le lorolangi. Ai au tau roto tele. Wau manu malo le lorolangi. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Mai o te loa upu nei ale lua Timoteo e whāwau pe fitu ma le walu. E mawhai o nā whātau nuu iai le soi fua o le tau tina. Wa o tau le tau lelei. Wa I ui a tau le tau sinionga. Wa o tau fi le upu o le whātua tua. O le nei. Wa te wina mo au le pale o le ami o tonu. E foi na mai ata u le lava aso o le ali il fam sino ami o tonu. E le ngata fo ia tau, au lato umalava o e fia fia no whaali mai. Tō pepe, sau whaalunga tunei lau mōli mau whapea, pe te leo mai loa pe te lua wheloa I masua. O te talanoa atu ia toe, e lua te toi wheloa I masua. I le aso e fio mai e Yesu. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. Pe a whai Yesu e lau telefoni, I le wha liunga o le Good News Bible, e wha pēr le wha liuina o le maulea. I have done my best in the race. I have run the full distance. I have kept the faith. Your mother have done her best in the race. She ran the full distance. She did not run half a distance or a quarter of the distance. She ran the full distance, and she maintained her relationship with God. E Faaiu ia upu I le folfolanga le atua, te leo teimi, ma te talanoa ai masua Wallwork. Ina ua filfilia au e teitaia le kalesia o vai alona soifua matua. Ona ufaile ia sua au e te tausau I lunga lo ofisa. O te alu atu I lalo ta te talanoa. Leo te malos. Mai whamao ni alo whinga luenga le adral teimi umalawo tswalvali mai ai ma matala noa. Matala noa I whatatau le ngā luenga le kalesia. Matala noa I whatatau I lumanai. Mau le tasi le nei o mau e masani lava na matala noa ai. O le tuso Ioane su whafu mo mua e o le tolu. Tātou tau roto whatasi. Au wale atua tu vale o tau roto. I o tau whatua tua I le atua. Ia whatua tua mai fo ia tau. E tele meno no foi le maoto o uta mā. Ana le ai, po o whaiatu ia te utou. O te alu e sauni se meno no foi utou. A whai foi o te alu ma sauni se meno no foi utou. O te toi sau. O te talia foi utou whatasi mau. Ina ia iai utou le mea o te iaiau. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Sua's children, grandchildren, families, the village, our audience this morning, do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me, that is Jesus Christ. I am of who I am. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. Wa mai alfa so, alfa folanga le na a Yesu mo tato, whanau ma le ainga. E iei le wha moe o le fio mai o le li, o le tae ao le toi tutu, o le alanga ina i tu ngā maua na uauna o le a moe ai, tātou te toi wheilo iai. Mai o lau te talo, Julia, moe filemu, se ia o I le nata e au whaauru. Ono Yesu. Amen.
O le atu le whaftaitele sungal presene, ia mo le whiau whaamawhanwhana mo I tātou I le nei tu lao le aso. Pe tausia ea au e Yesu uporvinga whaamolmole tātou ai tie tu mai lunga o tātou ia o te walau o tuai mal whaaloalo tātou tu lai whatasi. E whai o le tātou Sauniga. Shall we all rise to sing the words of the hymn, Thus Jesus Care, on the screen.